It awes me that you travel from Baltimore to come to the opera, and that you've done it for years, and that you've done it since you were a kid, that it was something that just moved you so much. When you were 15, you bought tickets on your own.
Yeah, I had a part-time job, one of my first part-time jobs, saved my money and bought tickets to a performance of Madame Butterfly by what was then called the Baltimore Civic Opera at the Lyric Theater in Baltimore. I had side balcony seats, and it was a first date, and enjoyed it very much. I knew I would like it because I had been listening to recordings.
And you had been listening to the radio broadcast, the Met radio
Yep.
broadcast.
I always liked the Saturday morning children's shows. There were stories. And I always was rather sad when they would end. And what do you know, I was listening one Saturday and Milton Cross came on and started telling a story.
This is Milton Cross, welcoming opera lovers in the United States and Canada to this award-winning program, broadcast live direct from the stage of the Metropolitan Opera House at Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts in New York City.
The music made sense then. I could hear what he had described in the music. And it was a bonding that occurred between me and the Metropolitan Opera. Even today, my house of choice is the Met.
From having listened to the Met on the radio, you decided you wanted to come.
Yeah.
And you were living in Baltimore as a kid.
Yes. And that was not such an easy thing to do, not just because of the financial reasons, but because Met tickets were very scarce back then. The old Met didn't seat quite as many people as the new Met does. And the seasons weren't quite as long. And in fact, there were only 2 subscription series, and there were waiting lists for them. Rudolph Bing, who was the somewhat legendary general manager at the time, just refused to sell the house on subscription. He always wanted to make sure there were individual tickets for people who just wanted to come to a performance.
Right.
But they were not easy to get.
Right.
And certainly choice locations weren't easy to get. So, you got in the Met, but you were against the wall, or you were standing, or you were up by the ceiling, but you were there, and the musical experience was fine.
You were 18, and you came to see Cavalleria and Pagliacci.
It was a graduation present. My mom said, we'll go up, because I had a
So she
sister
was
that lived
supporting
here.
your habit then?
Yes.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
And I said, that's what I want. I want to go to a performance at the Met. I went to my very first Saturday matinee, and it was January 3rd, 1959. The recording of it I have. And it was a new production that season of Cavalleria Rusticana and Pagliacci, and the cast was just legendary. Zinka Milanov was the Santuzza, Richard Tucker, Torridu, Rosalind Elias was Lola, and then in the Pagliacci, Mario Domenico sang Cania, Lucina Mara sang Nedda, and Leonard Warren sang Tonia.
Si può, signore, signori, scusatemi, se da sol mi presento, io sono il giorno, poiché in scena ancor le antiche maschere mette l'autore.
I think he died about 2 months later. But he was, and still is, my favorite singer.
Really?
Absolutely. I just love the rich sound of his voice. I'm so grateful that I at least got to hear him once.
God ai